10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Stadium Connect North, episode 51. I'm John, and today, oh my gosh, we have an awesome show for you. Uh, we've got here down below me here, Ninja Guy X. How you doing, my friend?
That's me. I'm doing good. Thank you, John. Been having a pretty busy week, but I'm happy to end it with an awesome interview there with Carson.
This is awesome here. And down over next to him, MM2K. How are you doing, my friend?
Hey guys, you still haven't learned your lessons from bringing me back to the house. Hopefully, I still don't break anything. We'll see. But no,
Yeah.
glad to be here. Thank you guys for having me join you again.
Oh, it's always our pleasure. And the man of the hour here, Mr. Carson Kelly from Carson Kelly Games. Thank you so much for coming back and talking to us here, Carson. It's been a real pleasure. I think we spoke to you about 3 months ago, and since then, a lot has happened. So we're so
Yes, a
glad
lot
that
has
you
indeed happened. Thank you for having me on again. A lot has happened,
definitely.
good and bad,
We
but I'm
are
ready to be here.
we are so happy to have you here. And what we just saw there at the beginning of the show here was an exclusive first look at the Talking Dogs trailer on Stadia here. So a big shout out to Carson for allowing us to show that here. First, it's not seen anywhere else publicly here, so that
Hmm.
was fantastic, and it was
I
great.
love
So
surprises.
we certainly do. So Carson, like I said, it's been about 3 months since we last talked to you in May. Since then, quite a bit has happened. There's been a trailer that debuted. There was some other announcements. more games, a revamped website. So let's just kind of see, since we last been here, let's take it from there and see, what's
Okay.
new with you and the Talking Dogs now officially franchise.
Well, Talking Dogs 1, we can now formally call it, because it's
Mm-hmm.
now been announced that there is some sequels. Talking Dogs 1 is nearing the end of its long cycle of being created. It'll be in release format ready very,
Mm-hmm.
very soon, which is very exciting because it's ahead of schedule. And with that being said,
Ooh.
it will be some time before marketing begins for the lead up to the launch, of course. So when
Mm-hmm.
the release build is ready, I could then focus full development on the one and only Talking Dogs 2, which is officially a sci-fi adventure game, and you can go to other places as a dog, a space dog, and his name is Phil.
Oh.
So
Wow.
Talking Dogs
Oh.
2 is a sci-fi adventure. I can't wait to share that with you guys in a few years from now.
So it's still going to be Phil in Talking Dogs
Yes,
2. Nice.
he will be the main protagonist again, but he'll be a bit older because Talking Dogs
Oh.
2 is a little over about it takes it's a little time jump. He'll be a little bit older, and he'll have a new look a little bit. Not nothing too crazy, but a nice little look. Maybe a fresh haircut or two or something like that.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So I know you talked a little bit about Talking Dogs 2 here, and I've got the Stadia trailer here that you so graciously allowed us to show here and debut
Yes.
first time publicly here. Um, this is, can you talk a little bit about it? Because before, when we were talking to you, we didn't have, we had some stills or things like that. Can you maybe just like walk us through some of the different environments, or kind of maybe what's going on at certain points in the trailer here?
Yes, many of the environments shown in this recent trailer have been dramatically changed for the better. The
Mm.
snowy level will have more of a it'll have more environments to you explore, like POI's point of interest and stuff. There'll be more
Oh.
buildings for maybe Phil to go into or maybe not to explore. And maybe there'll be a couple people you say hello to. Well, animals. There's going to be a lot more animals in the game. Right here,
Hmm.
where it's currently showing Phil through the grasslands,
Yep.
the land looks very different. A lot of the trees have been
Oh.
replaced. A lot of the foliage has been upgraded because Unreal Engine 5 makes this game look how I envisioned it on paper. And
Oh, nice.
Lenny the deer right there, he's been upgraded a little. And yeah, there's a lot more animals. I will confirm now
Hmm.
that the crocodiles, zebras, and lions appearing in Talking Dogs 1 throughout your adventure
Hmm.
as Phil the Husky.
Wow.
And after some internal testing of Talking Dogs, I implemented a lot of features. You have not seen them quite yet. But as you may know, Phil maybe runs a bit slow. Well, he runs fast
Hmm.
like Sonic now, like very fast.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
And
Interesting.
that was a fear for me because what if he's too fast and the frame rate just goes cuckoo? Well, I
Right.
was wrong. The technology in Unreal made it to where it doesn't dip in frames. So I'm very
Nice.
happy about that. And Phil, he's a very fast good boy in this upcoming build, which I will show gameplay of probably in early 2023 because that's when I
Okay.
plan
Nice.
to start talking about it again.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So is there, Sir Carson? I can't remember from the last time that we talked. Is there a target resolution and frame rate for Talking Dogs 1 that you're looking to achieve, or is that something that you're not talking about at the moment?
Yes, I believe I know this could be a controversial what I'm about to say, but I believe performance is better more than what the game could look like. Because if it performs like crap, no,
Hmm.
Right.
I sorry for my language, nobody would like to play it. And
Right.
this is, huh? I don't want to compare to another game, but let's just
Hmm.
say there was a game that came out towards the beginning of the decade and it didn't do too great. Don't get me wrong, I
Right.
love that game very deeply, but now
Hmm.
it's in a better state, and I'm happy that
Yeah.
they kept pushing. So
Right.
my target FPS for Talking Dogs is 60 at least
Okay,
Mhm.
good. Yeah, and I think
or
like
higher.
nice. A lot of people kind of, I think, agree with you on that, or at least being able to have that option between the 60 and 30.
Mhm.
For those that maybe want a little, crispier graphics, have it at 30 frames, or and then for those that want that 60 frame fluidity, at least having that option between the two is, I think, is important, more so than not, like it for
Mhm.
gamers, like the modern gamer these days. So let's see here. So I know we're talking here, but InLead has a question here, and we're going to keep the the conversation here organic and kind of go with the flow here.
Okay.
InLead was wondering, what's the main reason for the huge time span between it's almost finished and a release of June next year?
Well, during that time when Talking Dogs is in my back of my mind gonna be finished a little bit before the release, I will do some marketing preparing for the game, of course, and during that time I will be working very hard on the Talking Dogs sequel, Talking Dogs 2, which will come in a year that could be brought forward or stay the same in the year 2026.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
I am hoping, but if not, if there's an issue with Talking Dogs 1, I will. Sorry, I'm losing my words here. Talking
No
Dogs 1
worries.
and 2 for the last year have been being built next to each other. Like, I don't know what else. They're being built every day, very
Oh
next to
wow.
each other, like simultaneously. During the show in May, when you were asking me about, sorry to get off topic and lead with your comment, but when that
Yeah.
teaser trailer, which I agree it wasn't the best thing, when the camera pans to the sky with the sun, that was your first teaser of Talking Dogs 2, which is gonna head to space.
Ah, okay.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And in lead, the time span between the almost finish and release, I won't say a break for me personally, but I'm definitely going to be kicking it into full gear during that time on Talking Dogs 2 and preparing to release my first game, which I know there's going to be two things. No matter what happens of the game, review is good or bad, I'll just be happy to get it released because
Mm-hmm.
most games don't get released. And I had a
Mhm.
project before that sadly got canned, but I won't talk about that because that's in the past and I got to look ahead.
Mhm.
Yep. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Well, that makes sense here. So
Sorry if I got
yeah.
off topic a little bit. That kind of happens.
No,
No,
no, no,
no.
no. That's totally fine here. And we can see mostly Martina saying 60 FPS would be nice for running pup for sure. And then Gamer Mink here says, I always agree that performance is more important than visuals.
Mhm.
So
That's
Mhm.
that's
great.
good.
I
Yeah,
want to hear
yeah.
that from the Stadia community because honestly, I don't know how good 60 FPS will be on the cloud, but I'm hoping it'll be
Mm.
good. Like, if it dips, I don't want to do that because I want to give everybody the 60 FPS experience. I don't want to be like, hey, I can't do your
Yes.
platform because a technical
Mhm.
issue, but it's not like that.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. And
yeah.
InLead, who just asked a question, is also someone who really likes 60 FPS in his game. So I'm sure
That's
that he's really
awesome.
happy to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, and let's see here. Here's another question before we go on. Simpleton saying, these games are going to be on Stadia, right? How is developing for Stadia compared to developing for Steam? Is that something that you can comment on?
I could comment on that, yes, but start with Steam. With all due respect, I love the guys at Steam, great people, but they are a pain in the heck sometimes with some of their things. But
Oh,
with
interesting.
they're great people. Valve, I respect you and all, but you're a hard partner to deal with sometimes. I will go on record and say that publicly. Hopefully, I don't get a threatening email after the reply, but sometimes you got to be honest. But
Yeah.
Talking Dogs 1 and 2 will come to Stadia. There's Talking Dogs 3 has no platforms because when that game is out, it'll be. I know this may sound weird, but it's going to be a transition period for the industry by then, probably. Like,
Mhm.
I'm stepping on some very tough wording here, but it's a
Right,
transition period. Like,
Mhm.
you may know what I'm trying to get at, but I just can't say it
Yeah.
right,
because I know a
Mhm.
few things. It's a
Mhm.
right. Yeah.
transition period, so I can't really talk about that. But
Mhm.
Stadia
Okay.
developing for them is great. They're Google, man. Google owns everybody. And I didn't mean that like in a monopoly way. But they're great to work with. Very cool people. The executives are cool. Their social team's cool. It's just, I'm not going to say what I was about to say, but my favorite community in the whole world. I love you guys over at Reddit. I love you. My best friend. They give me a
That's
reason
awesome.
to strive, to create.
Yeah.
You'll be seeing me on your platform for a long time.
Now,
Ready.
if you could eliminate something, would you rather eliminate the Steam, the Steam people working behind, or the Reddit Stadia? I'm having a hard time vocabulating there, but yeah.
My
You don't
answer
have to
is
answer
locked
that
in.
though. Yeah,
I could off the record.
exactly.
Well, you know what? If I could, John, just to,
Yep,
I
certainly.
guess this would be a good time to pose this question to Carson, because I mean you were very transparent as you always continue to be. You're upfront. You were so in the last interview. We had a great conversation. Now there have been some questions about why multiple games have been announced at once, and I get it. A lot of people are making questions and comments about games coming to Stadia who've been away from gaming for a while, or just don't understand how different types of development works. If you could you explain? I mean, you talked about it, how they were code 1 and 2 are co-developed together, but can you explain to some of those that may be a little confused on why you're announcing multiple games around the same time?
Yes. I want to talk about the mobile games real quick. Those are about done way ahead of time because they're very small games and they're done ahead of time. So what I like to do is if I create something with Talking Dogs, of course, I always said, hey, to myself, there's a huge slate of games I want to make. And when one's done, I want to jump to the next while developing the main one, of course, which is Talking Dogs 1. Talking Dogs 1 is the focus, but when it's time and it's release ready, I will be shifting back to Talking Dogs 2. And maybe there's something else you guys don't know about. And to announce the slate like I already did, that's nothing. That is nothing. Wow. There's more.
Yeah. I mean, you talked to us before about, some type of partnership with Amazon for a full feature. Or I could be.
Yes. That partnership is also for a book series, which I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but I was going to reveal those this week. But next holiday, there is going to be a Talking Dogs book series. They're going to be short stories you can read to your kids or anything. It'll come out next holiday. Then in January 5th, this is an exclusive, January 5th, 2024, you can stream A Good Boy, the making of Talking Dogs on Amazon Prime.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, so you have a lot going on. And the reason why I pointed that out is it sounds like that you have formulated and set up a very tight schedule, and you're just working like a workhorse to get these things out. Or like a work dog to get these things out. So
there you go.
So it's not like you're awesome. Rolling a magic 8 ball and saying, okay, what am I going to do tomorrow? It sounds like you have a very grounded, formulated plan that's working in chronological order, and you're just busting your tail to get stuff done. And that's why there's multiple projects mentioned at one time.
Yes, it's. I want to point to an inspiration here. A few years ago, when I was doing the documents for this project, I was like, who can I look to for inspiration? I have to look to one of the best in the industry. They're not games. Well, they do have a games division. It's Marvel. And seeing what they do, it's that kind of inspired me to create, I don't want to say Talking Dogs Cinematic Universe or Saga, but this is something that is more than a franchise to me. It's my life now, honestly.
Right. Yeah,
and
definitely.
I'm trying to build something because I don't want to say Phil could be on the scale of Marvel. Maybe there's some little kid out there he is. And if I get that, I'm happy. That's just what I want a little bit. If Phil could be happy to some kid, like growing up, I had Spider-Man or Batman, Superman. It's kind of like I want Phil to be my generation's Spider-Man to the next generation's Black Panther, of course. Great, great,
Yeah.
great character that is. Very unfortunate. The passing of Chadwick Boseman, very tragic. Sorry to get off topic, man. Again.
No,
it's good. It's letting everyone understand. And this isn't uncommon that multiple projects are worked on at one time. I think people are looking at it as in this is a singular. Yeah, exactly. It's a singular developer. And does he really have everything together, or is he just like doing eeny, meeny, miny, mo? And again, just from talking to you and going back to our last conversation that you did live, you talked to us about the multiple projects. This sounds like it's something that's very well formulated, and something I want to throw out there too. I don't want to get out of order, but something that, again, this is not just a Stadia thing. You've had Steam, I believe Xbox and PlayStation wanting to partner with you. So apparently something's in order that you had to show them in order to get their approval as well. So I just want to put that out there.
You're putting me on the spot, 2K.
That's why they shouldn't invite me here. I keep telling them, but
but yeah.
We should replace 2K with VV, like maybe it'll be better. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But like I understand, like to me, every developer has that plan in their mind. Like every developer has 10 years of planning, of all of what they plan on doing. I guess Carson has just decided on his end to announce these projects right away, and it's not it's not that he's putting too much on his plate. It's just that he's like everyone else. He's just decided to show them to everybody in advance.
Yeah, definitely working behind the scenes that, people think, oh, well, he's, Carson's just announced Talking Dogs, but then he's announced this, and that. Well, that's because you've already been working on this well before we even knew what Talking Dogs was. So it's not like you're trying to have, to do 100 things at once. This has been your, like MM2K was saying, your master plan
all along.
Time. Yeah, exactly.
Also, to the chat asking me about a collaboration with Stray. I don't know if dogs are good with cats, so I'm a dog person. Stray is a great game. Stray is a cool game. I respect what they did, but no collaboration between me or Stray. I don't know if Bill likes cats.
So maybe you should, you should announce the bad news to Geek the Sneak here on the chat.
Yeah, Geek the Sneak is here. He says, "I'm here for Talking Cats 5." Yeah.
Well, I kind of want to reveal something. Before Talking Dogs was ever a thing, Talking Cats was a thing.
Oh, no way! Nice. Well, I'm gonna hope for one because
I'm a dog lover. I love dogs, so during the later stages of Talking Cats, which was a full playable game, I was like, you know what? I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Will people love cats? Well, Stray's that answer, of course. Stray's the better cat game than what Talking Cats was. But it's now Talking Dogs, and we're in it for the long haul.
All right. Yeah. Awesome.
I wanted to Carson to show bring up your website here where you made the post.
Launches on the 30th of September. It's not ready because I don't know how the people are going to react when they see the website. That's all I'm going to say. There's a lot.
Oh, that's awesome. It's awesome to hear. So you have a blog post here, which was just a few days ago here. First look at Talking Dogs 2. And you released a couple of early, pictures or renders here. It mentions here, Talking Dogs 2 is coming holiday 2026 to PlayStation, PC, Stadia. No gameplay will be released, but you did release a couple of pretty neat pictures here. I wonder if maybe you could comment on some of these and kind of let us know about them, or...
Yes, the stills you are seeing from Talking Dogs 2 were captured in engine on Unreal Engine 5, and Talking Dogs 2. Actually, before I answer this question, I want to answer a question in the chat with somebody. Talking Tom was an inspiration for Talking Cats at the time because it was a free app at the time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But
That's nice.
Nice.
back on topic with Talking Dogs 2. It's a funny little game so far, but it'll be a long time before the Stadia, PlayStation, or PC community sees it come to playable life.
Right.
But it is playable right now. Very
Oh,
early. I'm
nice.
shocked, but it's playable.
Nice. There's
There he
Phil
is, my boy Phil.
Yeah, there's a big
Good boy.
tractor trailer truck. It looks like they're gassing up or something. Who knows? Maybe Phil met them at a truck stop or something like that.
Yeah, you'll come across him once or twice in Talking
Yeah.
Dogs 2. Very early.
So this is actually Simpleton has a really awesome question here in the chat, and I don't know if maybe you could comment on this. He said, when Stray came out, there were streamers using the game to raise money for cat shelters. Do you see your game filling a similar role for dog shelters?
If I... The weird thing is the universe brings people together. And I was thinking of something like this the other night, but let's say I'm a small developer here. And if there was ever a time where Talking Dogs hit the top of the shelves, and that's a 1 in a million chance of happening, and if there's ever a chance where I can partner with one of my partners, either Sony, Google, Valve, or something like that, I would do it in a heartbeat. Because dogs are a man's best friend. And you need a good boy or a good dog girl, whatever. And dogs, and I seen a video. Actually, I'm not going to comment on that. We'll talk about that off record. But that would be really cool to do, Simpleton. It would be cool.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, for sure.
I would love to.
Let me get back here. Here we go. There, Phil. Another close up. So that's cool. So here we are. Like you said, you've announced with Talking Dogs 2. It's still a little ways off, which is normal, right?
Yes.
You know, there's that development time here, but it's great to see these early first looks at what it's going to be like and things like that. You also have, kind of to jump over here, we got the post here for Talking Dogs 3. You mentioned that right now there's no platform on it because by the time it comes out, there'll be, that's so far in the future. I mean, obviously PC, it's going to be developed on PC. So for sure it'll be on PC, but an additional to that, right?
Actually, sorry to cut you off, but I will confirm now. Talking Dogs 3 working title will come to PC. I'll confirm that outright right now.
Okay.
It will come to PC.
Yeah.
Which is obvious.
Right. Yeah. Which makes sense there because they started here. But you have some interesting stills from here that I'm sure are loaded with hints that in a couple of years or so that will be like, oh yeah, that's what we were talking about here. But it kind of looks like, I don't know, a little futuristic here. Like this car kind of looks maybe Back to the Future.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Something like that. And I don't know if...
So perhaps Phil will go in the past. Who knows, right?
Yeah, you never know, right? Yeah, time travel.
Yeah.
I was always taught never look back at the past, but the future is bright. So confirming now, Talking Dogs 3 is a sci-fi adventure dog game. And there is you're seeing one of the first planets of the game where you can explore. Very early stages.
Oh, nice.
Wow. First planets. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
And that's still a Phil. I put him in that model specifically because I didn't want to show you what Phil is going to look like from that time jump from Talking Dogs 2 to 3. Because there's going to be another time jump. And he's going to be a little bulker. He's going to be like I can't think of any wrestlers right now, but he's going to be a big boy.
Yeah.
And
Stone Cold
guy.
Yeah.
Batista.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, that's amazing, and it's
that's
so
interesting. Yeah,
so glad to be able to hear about all these future plans. And now I know that you talked a little bit about other Talking Dogs games announced for other platforms. We know mobile game. You have also a PSVR 2 game, I believe, in the works as well. Is that correct?
Yes, but I never heard of that system.
Wow, that's awesome to hear. Are there any other? So we know Talking Dogs 2. So we know 1, 2, and 3. Some mobile games. PSVR 2. Is there anything else? Any other stuff that you've already announced?
there is a spin-off mobile game I announced. I think I did it, or if I didn't, so I'm walking on my own little NDA for myself. But I think I announced Jack's Story, which is a mobile game, totally different from what you're used to with Phil. You'll be playing as a bull terrier, either in 2D or 3D. That's still being determined, but it's looking like it's going to be a 2D mobile game because I don't know if a 3D type game would look good on mobile yet. But maybe when that game comes out, it'll probably be well underway to that point where you could look at it. But Talking Dogs, Jack's Story is early stages as well, looking like it's going to release in spring 2024 as of right now.
Nice.
No delays in sight. I don't like delays. Only do it if I have to.
And then I know we maybe briefly talked about this on the last time you were on. Do you have any merchandising plans, like shirts, plushies, or things like that you're thinking about for Talking Dogs?
After our show last time, I reached out to a company that does plushies. I have no comment on updates on that today, but that's something I want to do. When we were talking last time about merchandising, around that time I was well underway for plans. So next summer you'll be hearing more about... Actually, let me just say it. Yes, there will be merch coming next summer or holiday. It's called Gear, just Gear. Carson Kelly Games Gear. CK Gear, just called Gear. Will be launching next summer or holiday, since the game is launching then. But yeah, that's gonna be fun to get out. There'll be Talking Dog shirts. There will be hats, stickers. If you want a sticker for your iPad, iPhone, Android devices, whatever, cases, pillows, the whole 9 yards. I'm just going on and on right now, but it's coming.
That's awesome. So it really sounds like, the Talking Dogs is really, got its you've got its feet in the ground here and very well thought out, planned, and it sounds like it's going to be a hit, really. I mean, to be honest with you, here, all the different platforms that you're coming on here, the merchandise.
I won't stop making Talking Dogs. If it flops, I will still continue it. It may suck then, or it may become the biggest hit like Spyro. But whatever happens, I will keep going. Because Talking Dogs 2 is a massive improvement compared to the first game. Like, I don't even want to talk about it yet because it's too early. But my friends
definitely.
at IMDb leaked the slate, so I had to get that out this week.
Okay. So then that's good, right? So, not good, but this is for people that were wondering why did he announce 2 and 3? Well, 2 you planned on, but 3 you were essentially, your hand was forced because IMDb already got that information out there, so you might as well acknowledge it. And
I wasn't too happy about that, but you know what? It's just like, if they have it out there, I got to, because the night we were going to do I was the first to appear on your show, you sent me a link of saying, hey, the release of Talking Dogs leaked, and I'm like, oh my god. I had a heart attack, but I couldn't believe it.
I can't imagine.
And it was up there for like a month, you said, and I was like, how? That was still being finalized, but yeah.
So whenever you have plans for Talking Dog 4, make sure that it's like in a safe, where nobody can access it, and
unbreakable glass.
Never heard of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'll confirm now, there's no Talking Dogs 4. No Talking Dogs 4.
We'll see
Nothing
about that.
yet.
We'll see.
Nothing
yet.
Talking Dogs 4.
I didn't say yet.
Holiday 2030, right? So we're here now.
Oh man.
You never know.
But Simpleton there in the chat says, it could be like Street Fighter 2. Anyone remember Street Fighter 1? So you never know, right? Like maybe the first game might not do as good, but then the second game it gets some traction and gets better. So it's good to have that kind of mindset.
That's what I'm hoping for. But most games developers, indie game developers like myself, don't get the chance to release their game because, like I said before, I had a game that got canceled because it was way too ambitious. But it sucks it was canceled because it was going to be really cool, but I had to cancel it because of some backlash it was going to get. But I won't talk about that today because that's in the
Yeah.
past, and like I said earlier, the future is what's looking brighter.
Nice.
And you'll be
Nice.
seeing a lot more of Phil.
That's
A
great
lot
to
more Phil
hear.
for years.
Awesome. So today, something happened. You released something today, Talking Dogs Into the Cosmos music video.
Yes.
Was released today. So maybe while I try and dig that up without the sound, maybe you could tell us a little bit about that.
Yes,
have it
Into
here,
the
so-
Cosmos is the second of 3 planned releases from the Talking Dogs original soundtrack that's currently in final stages as well of being implemented into the game. And there is one more song coming out this year. I won't be revealing its name today because that's flip-flopping between the two, but there is one more coming out. It's slated for September. Sometime in September will come out. No music video for that one though, because
Yeah.
that's in early talks. But Into the Cosmos is pretty much I don't know if you can pull this up, John, but the single cover art for Into the Cosmos was also your first look at one of the levels from Talking Dogs 2. So I really do some teasing with the community.
Oh, I
During
see.
was it when this one here?
The cover art is like Phil on a work in progress Mars level.
Oh no,
So
that's
Talking
not
Dogs
it.
2, you can go on Mars.
Oh wow,
Oh,
interesting.
That's like a little tribute to my canceled project. Like, hey, we're going to
Hmm.
Mars, Phil. So yeah, I tease a lot, and maybe in this video you may come up with something, but there's no major teases in this music video. But Talking Dogs 2 will also take you to Mars.
Nice.
oh,
I like
nice.
these little bits and pieces where you give us small hints and we have to like kind of figure out things that are happening. Like gives
Yeah,
me
I
like
wish
that.
my secret agent was here. He'll figure it out real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah, BB, I'm
Maybe.
sure he will.
yeah, exactly.
So Carson, we're going to go back a little bit here because I just want to, clarify with people. Lord Vivek was asking, what is the game about? So if there's people that are just tuning in or don't know about Talking Dogs yet, could you give like maybe a general overview for those wondering what the game is
Yes.
about?
Talking Dogs 1 is the opening to a planned trilogy of 3 games. Talking Dogs 1 is about a dog named Phil who's on an adventure to find his best friend Glenn, who went missing from their town of Dogtown. And yes, it's a town full of dogs and many animals. And throughout the game, your mission is to find Glenn. It's a very, I believe I confirmed this last time, but Talking Dogs could be completed in a day or less. It's a very short game. It's more of an experience. I recently confirmed this on another podcast I was on, but it's also a game. So it's a game / experience of you being this dog named Phil, and you find your best friend Glenn. As you can see right there, there's a German Shepherd on the screen, I believe. And yeah, Glenn also, I want to confirm now, Glenn also got a makeover. So you won't see the new Glenn until you maybe find him in Talking Dogs. I don't know if you will or not, but maybe if you find him, you'll see the new Glenn. And the game it's very short and sweet because I don't know if, when I was younger, I didn't really complete many games because it was just long and stuff. So hopefully hopefully younger kids can play it and yeah. But Talking Dogs 2 and 3 will be longer by at least 90% compared to the first game.
Wow.
So this is just a stepping stone to the future that lies ahead that my friends at IMDb know about now. And you.
Yeah.
Wow, that is so awesome. Just listening to you talk and all the plans and ideas
It's nice to
that you
unveil it
have.
finally because I couldn't stop laughing. Last time we were talking, I'm like, I got to tell him some point before it leaks, and it kind of did, but it didn't. So that's nice.
Wow, that's quite amazing. So you also, and I know you mentioned it a little bit before, a website. You're revamping your website, and a 2.0 version is you have planned here. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, the 2.0 update has been in development. Not development. Sorry. It's been in the works for probably since March or April because I know my grammar ain't the best. I know that. and I've been working on that. I've been using some third-party assistants to help with the website, such as Grammarly to help. They're a great company, great people. And the website, I lost multiple builds of the website, so I had to restart it a few times and delayed stuff. So on June 30th, originally, that's when some plans were going to be shared, like the Talking Dogs update. But the website it's a lot better. There's going to be a countdown activated for the launch of Talking Dogs. There's going to be a community tab, support tab. There's going to be a chat bot if you want to say hello to me. But if you say something bad, you'll just be blocked outright because I'm not about toxicity or however you say the word.
Yep.
And it's going to be a really cool website. It's much more detailed. You see the slate of games coming, even beyond the already announced ones.
Wow.
An updated news page, an About Us page that's more professional-like. But it's, sorry, I got my phone ringing here.
It's Google calling. They want to know, what are you doing on Stadium Connect North showing that trailer?
Yeah, probably. But that would have been weird, though. It says, oh, wow, it's Google Tech. Now, just kidding.
I was like, what? Can you put him on speakerphone? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the website is looking very good. I'm happy about it. It's a lot better and faster. And I'm very excited to share it. But then again, hopefully no other delays, because I do not like delays. But right there, front and center, September 30th at midnight, it goes live. And I hope everybody likes it, because doing everything from music to this to that, it gets you sometimes, but I'm excited.
So, Carson, will there be either like another announcement or new information when the new website comes out?
NDAs, my friend, are very strong, but I will say now that if there's anybody in here that plays on PlayStation, okay, I'm just looking out my window, make sure Sony ain't at my door. But if anyone here plays PlayStation, I'm also working very tightly with them in a close business. The chat got me laughing.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Nice.
Girls texting, dude, what the f?
They got my number.
Yeah.
We talk often, but yeah, with PlayStation, I got the VR game, and nobody else has caught on to this, but I announced more than one VR game in June. I said we're working on multiple games for VR, but it's too early to talk about that, but I might as well outright say it. Earlier in June, I talked about a franchise, Martians Rising, and that got converted into another franchise, so those two collided together. That's much bigger than Talking Dogs is. I will not talk about that until Talking Dogs, the first, I won't say phase, but first era Talking Dogs is complete. But just know there's something on the horizons, and it's coming in very slow. When will it come in? I don't know. Where will it go? I don't know. But it's very big, and it's very cool. It's
nice.
It's maybe in the galaxies far away. Or the stars.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe
Wars.
That'll be a dream collaboration. But
yeah, no, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the future is bright, but we got to go through Talking Dogs first to get to the next era of Carson Kelly games.
Definitely. So I know what you said. NDAs. There's not really a whole lot you can say, but it kind of sounds like probably before the end of this year, we'll hear a little bit more about Talking Dogs and some other things that you're working on. I know, like I said, I know you can't confirm or give us any specifics about that, but this is just me thinking out loud here, so it's really good to hear. And then I can't wait for the marketing push. When as you get closer to the release next year of the game, when it becomes maybe like a Stadia blog post where they talk about it and things like that. When greater public of gets a hold and learns about the game, because like you mentioned there, I think really like at least the first Talking Dogs will be a great game, experience for the younger crowd, or even those that just
Yes.
want, a story, nothing too heavy, or, just a great experience. And, they could be dog lovers or not. And maybe by the time the end of the game,
The game's for
they love,
everybody, man.
yeah,
Honestly. And with that being said, for everybody, the game is officially rated here in the States. It is E for everyone, and then for the EU, it is PEGI 3. Then in Japan regions, it is Cyro A. I think that's how I pronounce it, but it's Zero A. CEROA, which is all ages.
Oh.
So it's a very good game, but Talking Dogs 2 and 3, I don't want to say much about those, but they will be taking a much serious tone.
Okay, nice. Well, and I'm sure, based upon feedback you get once Talking Dogs is released, you'll definitely be listening to feedback.
Feedback is good. Even if you guys don't like it, just tell me, man, because I'll improve it for Talking Dogs 2. You may not like it.
Yep.
I may not like it in the end. Well, I think that's just like a perspective of I made it and it's out. I could change it better, but you can't. You gotta go to the next one.
Yeah,
and that's where I'm going to improve a lot with it. There's already been improvements.
It's not bad to have things that you don't like and mention it around, because you do want to improve, right? Like, you do want to have the best game out there. So instead of saying like your games suck, well, you can just go ahead and actually tell people exactly.
Just give me the feedback and I'll implement it.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. So, Carson, would you ever consider making like DLC? Like, if Talking Dogs does really well, like the first one, would you consider making maybe add-on content for it?
I like confirming things because I am the source. So there is no DLC plans for Talking Dogs. No DLC plans at all, because once Talking Dogs is out and it's been sent to my partners for certification and release, I will be heads down on Talking Dogs 2, and of course marketing the first game, and of course get ready for post-production on the documentary, which is late summer, because that's when the documentary is going to wrap up. Once the game releases, I'll share some footage. Oh man, I just wow.
Keep talking. We're listening.
The documentary will wrap up next summer after the game releases. Hopefully, it does good. The game, of course, but it's looking pretty good. I even told family members during internal testing, if you do not like this, tell me outright. I don't care if you're my brother, sister, mom, pops, rest in peace, pops. Just tell me how it is.
Exactly.
And they did. I look at a dozen sheets of paper every day that provides me with their feedback. 50% of that feedback has been implemented already, and the game's a lot better.
Good. That's good.
Even if the game is in post-production, I still gotta add, maybe remove a thing or two, but it's almost to the finish line.
Nice. Now, I don't know. Again, it may be too early, or maybe it's something that you don't want to talk about yet. But do you have that you could share with us, like a target price point that you're looking to sell Talking Dogs for?
Yes, Talking Dogs will not be above $70 or below. It won't be above $70, but it won't be closer to $50. If that it's, I know where the price is. It's very good for how long the game is. I won't charge you guys $30-$40. No, probably for the second game, because it's going to be a lot longer. But Talking Dogs 1 will be a very good price for what it's worth.
Okay.
It's in January, or as we get closer to launch, when the Google Stadia store for the page goes up. Which I forgot to talk. I'm sorry again. In the opening blog of when I announced the partnership, I thought at the time Stadia had wishlisted. So I had Google calling me, and they were like, "You can't talk about that." And I'm like, "I didn't know. I thought you guys had wishlist." So I quickly removed that. So hopefully by then you can wishlist Talking Dogs if it's on Stadia or not. I don't know if it is yet, but the price point will be revealed in next year. But don't worry, it's not $100 or $2 million. It's gonna be a great price for people to buy or purchase, or maybe if there's a subscription service, you can play it that way.
That would
Alright,
be
alright.
awesome. That
Good to
would
know.
be awesome.
I would
That'd
like
be
for you to
awesome.
buy it, but I would like for you to
Yeah.
buy it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
So Carson, do you know? Do you plan on putting achievements in the game?
That's it's a short game, but there will be achievements somewhere around the line. It won't be like a dozen, but is there like a platinum trophy for Stadia? I don't know this because I don't earn much trophies on there yet.
Well, you can add an extra trophy saying like complete all other trophies, but there's no like
Okay.
official like, oh, you've completed everything.
That would be cool if they implemented for future tech
Yeah.
for Stadia. But yeah, trophies will be implemented on both the PlayStation 5 and Stadia version. PC is a little slow right now, but it's getting there. With
Nice.
that,
Awesome.
that's something I like as well.
Yes, it's fun, and it gives people some people, even if they're not interested in the game, maybe they like more mature games. Some people just like to do achievements, right? So they just go ahead and purchase the game anyway, and just to do the achievements. So that's very nice. Another question.
Talking Jedi dog.
Yeah, Simpleton here. When we were talking about Star Wars, I think he has some pretty good idea. Maybe you should get in contact with Simpleton.
Yeah.
But
that's something I want to mention though, off the not off the record, but there's going to come a time where, well, there's two things I'm going to mention here. When I announced the games recently, I said my name a lot. That's because it's just me, and it's just me working on all the games. But when there's a time, because there is going to come a time where I'm going to bring people on, and when that time comes, I won't be mentioning my name as much, because if you're working for me on my games, I want you to be a part of it. I don't want to just say my game, my name,
Right.
and so and so.
Mm-hmm.
And
well,
there's going to come a time where I'm going to hire people to bring on. There'll be a time for that in the future.
That's super interesting. It's actually really big. I didn't know that you were planning on doing that. Some people likes to stay solo developers. But awesome, nice.
Yeah.
But no, it's very cool. So you're planning on growing your business, which is cool. So we're going to be seeing
it won't happen
more production
now, but it'll take a couple years down the road at least.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can let Simpleton know that maybe one day he can apply for a job for your company. So
and don't worry, I won't be like Bobby Kotick. I'll be a good boss.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Please no. Don't charge us $50 for cutscenes as he proposed before.
Oh my God!
Oh, I thought it was 100.
Oh my God.
Carson, would you consider too? And just something I thought. Did you guys a big fan of vinyl, like collecting like the game soundtracks on vinyl?
Yeah.
Is that something that you're possibly thinking about as well?
I confirmed that last time we were here. My partner, my music distributor partner, I'm with Symphonic Distribution. They offer that service.
Oh wow!
And when the time comes, maybe a year or so after the soundtrack releases, we can go back and do that with them. But that's something that's in the back of my mind for everything. But we'll see. Okay. But it could happen. 100% could happen.
Yeah. Definitely.
Not confirming, but it could.
Yeah.
My son makes music just and I know what Carson's talking about. Vinyl can be very expensive from the production standpoint. So
you don't make a lot of money out of that. For sure.
Maybe as a Kickstarter or something like that. You like a lot of people now with vinyl, they like to get that anticipation first and see what the anticipation is first before they invest in it. Very expensive, but it's worth it if you can include it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, I'm really invested in video game music. So I got. So can you tell us a little bit about Symphony Studio? Like, how is it to work with them, and how did you enjoy the experience?
Symphonic is a great partner. We have a lot of stuff working together. They're I want to touch base on the inspiration for music because there's a lot of games out there that have some beautiful music and they can really overall set the mood for the game. Life is Strange. I'm replaying the first game. My God, that's just wow, phenomenal score, man. Hats off to them. And of
Definitely.
course, one of the inspirations for the Talking Dog soundtrack is the great Hans Zimmer. Great man. Never met the guy, but great music he has scored in his career.
Nice.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, the current music is very modern, which I like because it's not something you hear a lot in video games yet. The one that comes in mind when I listen to the music of Talking Dog, it's a Tetris Effect because it has this modern kind of vibe. But yeah, no, I really like where it's going for sure.
Thank
And
you.
that brings up another. Sorry, Carson. I was just going to say that brings up another question here. So the music in Talking Dogs will be streamer friendly. Is that correct?
I know YouTube is. I don't recommend anybody streaming the music from the game on any video because I may like you doing that, but
right.
with YouTube and their strict copyright claims and their legal teams, they take it to a point where it could get bad, and I don't want no one to lose their channel because I'll bounce back on me, and I never agree with that.
Right. Okay.
Of course.
But at the end of the day, it's protecting the user's rights and my rights, of course, as the composer and legal authority of it all.
Okay. I was just curious about that. Yeah. So, alrighty. Wow, boy, we certainly have talked about quite a bit of stuff here since the last time you've been here. We saw the exclusive Stadia branded trailer here first. It's not out to the public yet for viewing. I guess that will be available sometime in the future, released publicly. But you've seen it here first.
Likely to be 2023 at the latest.
Nice. Okay.
I still haven't put out the official trailer yet. I only put out teasers and gameplay trailers, which I think was smart because if I put out a trailer before the gameplay, Reddit would have a field day with me.
Of course, of course. It's going to be nice to see what it'll be like the end product. Like what it would look all together at the end. Very excited to see the end product.
There's definitely and really looking forward to all the other projects that you have in the pipeline and trying those out as well. I can't wait. Like, this sounds really amazing, and it's hopefully everything works out in your favor here. And I know I'm looking forward to playing and streaming the game. Love to get a hold of some of the merchandise as well. To help out.
We'll talk more about that either off camera today or now, but there's still a lot of things being finalized with partners. I also wanted to say to everybody listening, if you play on Xbox or Nintendo, I am in serious talks with both of them. I won't say anything more, but I want my game everywhere. So far, that mission of mine has been going well. I got the Apple. I got the Android. Darn it, I didn't mean to say that, but it's coming to Android. I got the Steam deal, which Steam it's nice. But PlayStation, I was shocked about that. I got Google. Next on my list is Nintendo, which they're very difficult right now. And Xbox, I'm trying to get in with, but soon I'll be like Thanos with all the stones.
It would be a perfect game for Nintendo too, right? Like Nintendo is aimed at all ages, and it would be perfect. Even like a physical would be more possible with Nintendo because there's a lot of limited gaming company.
That's something I'm shocked no one brought up. Physical distribution of Talking Dogs was in the talks, but me and the partner I was talking with, they didn't. I don't want to come off as a bad guy, but they didn't like the game.
Oh, they said that outright. Wow.
Yeah, it got very heated that day.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, you know what? This is where I kind of because if anybody has a dream out there and you want to pitch something, you got to be aggressive. Don't be nice guy. You got to get aggressive, and it's not easy, man. But you got to be aggressive, and I got aggressive that day, and nothing bad or anything like cuss words or anything. But even they got a little heated, which is understandable
Yeah.
because when you want to work together, you got to get aggressive sometimes. And I'm disappointed in that company. I will never bash them publicly, but I'm just ashamed with what they wanted to do. But they missed out on a great opportunity. I'll say that.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah. Oh. Alrighty. Well, look at the simpleton here.
Oh my God.
I think Simpleton is taking over Vivi's place here. Maybe it's Vivi in disguise.
Maybe this
You
is
never
Vivi
know.
on a alias.
Yeah, you never
Maybe
know.
it is.
That hat is tricky, right? It says, after Talking Dogs 3, I pitch a Talking Dog multiverse with McGruff, the Crime Dog, Crypto, Triumph. Brian Chris, and more. Oh my God.
If you can work out a cameo from Triumph, I'll buy 10 copies.
Scooby-Doo too, right? We need Scooby-Doo in there as well. So
Lassie.
Speaking on the Brian Griffin, I don't know if we have much time left, but there is some things I want to tell the public that I will be mentioning in the documentary. That Talking Dogs was a dark before it became kid friendly. It was a very mature 17 game. It was very dark and gritty. I'm sure I released public pictures out there of what the environment first looked like, where it was very dark and the realistic feel before you got changed over to a kid friendly. And the game was, I'll just say, the old Phil had a mouth. He was like Brian Griffin. He was a potty mouth.
Well,
He had a potty mouth. He was a very bad
Carson,
boy.
This could be the DLC for Talking Dogs, right? Yeah, if you want to unlock the mature rating Talking Dogs,
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Nintendo won't like me then.
Awesome.
Work
Well, I
hard to
wanna
get that deal done in Luna.
Yeah. I want to thank you so much, Carson, for coming back on here and giving us an update on all the different Talking Dogs and related projects that you're working on. You're very busy individual, and we really appreciate that. And also giving us that exclusive first look Stadia trailer that we showed as we opened the show and throughout the show. So that was amazing and awesome as well.
Yeah, I hope Reddit liked it, man. I really love those guys on Reddit. They make my day smile.
The best.
Here's the
Give me
secret,
butterflies.
Carson, to Reddit. I know we got to go. I was just making a joke earlier, and there's some we have great, like Vivi's great moderator over there. But again, you have some trolls over there that they parade around different posts, and they wait until there's vulnerable posts where they feel like there's not enough positive people on there. So what you do is shout out to our good friend Evan. He did a real smart thing today. He said, hey, look, guys, I got this post over here on Reddit. So if you're supporters of this game, come on over, and not let us know to come over. And so then the trolls disperse like cockroaches. So, that's probably what you're going to want to do is if you put something over there on Reddit, let us know on Twitter. We'll come over there. We'll show the support.
Yeah,
that's one thing I will never do. I'll never go on Reddit. I have no account on there.
There you go.
No way. That thing's like 4chan, man. That's like the dark.
It's bad. Yeah, it's the same. Actually, and Carson, if you want to make like a Discord or something, and all of the fans,
that would be awesome.
Wait.
Go on there. And...
There is a Discord, and it will be live on September 30th.
Oh,
awesome.
There we go.
That's
Awesome.
good.
Can't wait for that.
I am looking for moderators for that too, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll be in
I
touch.
never launched a Discord server.
Simple. We're Simpleton at. He said he's
Yeah, exactly. This is his trial, right? This could you never know. He could lead into
What's a Reddit?
something
Terrible place. Don't go there.
Yeah. So, as we close the show here, I wanted to talk about one thing. This is not Talking Dogs related, but this is a community event that's coming up here.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and share it here. So, August the 15th marks 1,000 days that Stadia since Stadia has launched. So
awesome.
As a community, what we're doing here is having a little celebration. Stadia Dosage here, which is great partners, MM2K, part of Stadia Dosage here, Jack, and various other people here. We're putting together a day. It's a 24-hour stream where people can stream and talk about Stadia and all the love and just the different favorite things and and what have you about Stadia in its last 1,000 days. So if you head over to stadiadosage.com, and I'm going to see if I can put this direct link in the chat. I will have it in the description after the video here, after we go off the air. But it's going to be a super fun time. The hashtag is not Stadia 100, Stadia
Yes, Stadia
1000.
1,000.
And I can't
Yes,
wait for their
1000.
next 1,000 because
There you
Stadia
go.
is not shutting down. Don't listen to
Yes.
these people, Stadia community. They don't know. They don't
Yeah.
know. They don't know anything. I see
Yeah.
presentation. I know what Stadia tells me. They ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Absolutely.
we're
Feel
looking
comfortable.
as a community here. We would like to get as diverse as possible. People from Canada, the U.S., UK, Germany. Over in Europe too, France, Italy. As many different countries as possible. So please sign up. You click on that link. There's a creator sign up, and there's scheduled time slots. There are already several that have been claimed and are gone. So please, like to get as many people from all over the Stadia community, all over the world, so that it's well represented. Because I know
Yeah.
there's been some other events where people have noticed where it's been just either mostly people from North America and the UK. Well, our goal here again is to get as many people from around the world, and hopefully by this time Mexico will be live. We don't know. Who knows? We've got a twos coming up this Tuesday here, so who knows? We know that Mexico's in the shoot, so it would be amazing that Mexico is live. So please sign up, regardless of where you're from, and this is going to be a great community event and celebration. And I hear there might even be some giveaways on the streams as well. You never know. So check it out. StadiaDosage.com. Sign up. I know I'm signed up. MM2K, I think you were.
Yeah, I believe I'm signed up.
You're signed up. Clive signed up.
I've applied right before the
oh,
show, so hopefully
there you go.
I get a spot in there. Yeah, that'd
Yep.
be nice.
Ninja guys.
And Led, real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off, John. And Led, real quick before I forget, please let our good friends over at Beautiful People and over at Cloud Play, let them know too, because and Scooterama and them, to make sure that they sign up as well.
Yes.
Please, thank you, and Led.
Yes, thank you so much. Well, that is going to close episode 51 of Stadium Connect North. Carson, MM2K, Ninja Guy, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody in the chat. As always, it's been an amazing time and experience. Every single episode, always look forward to. And another quick little plug here. Ninja, I'm going to call it by its old name, but correct me. The Summer Community Championship. What's the real name?
It's the Cloud Gaming Championship Summer 2022.
Yes. So the current challenge is, go ahead and just fill everybody in here on
sure.
what it is. Yeah.
So we are currently in the third week of the championship, which is happening right now. And all you have to do is go in the Stadia Dosage website, and you'll be able to. To find out the information. So, after you complete it in all 4 weeks, there's a finalist section where, we pick 16 of the top players who participated, and then you get to, to go in the finals, which is actually pretty high production this time around compared to the other events. I've seen what Original Penguin has done this time around, and it's very impressive. So look forward to that. Even if you only start now, week 3, and you missed out on the other 2 weeks, you still have a chance to get in the finals, because we kind of calculate the scores together. And, if you do pretty well, you can actually still go in the top 16. So feel free to do that. This week we have Creta happening, and you have to do the Ninja Warrior challenge inside, which is pretty fun. But yeah, more detail on the website. Next week we have Dead Run TV, which was announced today, or no, it was announced yesterday, I think. And yeah, I did the challenge for that one. Very cool, very challenging. So looking forward to see how people will do. But again, just to bring up some more excitement on the last game in the finals will be a game that is not released on Stadia yet. So you'll be able to participate in a game that was not released yet. So it's going to be very interesting. I think we're going to actually announce it soon, pretty soon. So keep a lookout on that. And that's all.
And
for
then
championship.
on Monday, Monday you're going to have a show?
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
Monday, every Monday, I do a show and just put a summary of all the videos of the participant in there. The first one I had Vivi as a co-host. The one after I had the Four Scars Gaming, and who's that? Eh? But on the third one, we're looking to maybe get the developers of Creta in there. It's not confirmed yet, but we're in the talks, so we'll see if we can make that happen. But if not, I'm gonna get another pretty cool co-host from the organizing team. So keep a lookout for that.
Awesome. And MM2K, is there anything you want to tell us
one
about
more
that you've
shameless
got going
plug.
on? Sure.
One more
course.
shameless
Yeah.
plug.
Yeah.
All right, we want to thank the community for allowing for the support that they've done for Stadia Dosage. In return, we've done the summer of Giftapalooza, and hopefully everybody is enjoying themselves. And we want to remind everybody that Giftapalooza ends tomorrow during the Cloud Gaming Review Show, which is hosted by SPG, Ray.
No way.
Yeah, nice. Ray, Sherrod, Purple Haze, Main Games, Lo-Fi Monk, Jeff G.
Gosh. You got all the good ones. Wow.
Hey, we might even get Phil Harrison in there. No, but we got an all-star host cast there, and it's going to end there. And also it's going to continue to kick off another gifting that we're going to do for anybody that super chats or thanks the platform there. Just listen to the show tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. UK, and I believe 7 a.m. PT. Don't miss it tomorrow.
Yep. Awesome. Definitely. Awesome. Sounds like a stacked next couple of days, as always, in the Stadia community. So it's been totally amazing here. Again, we won't keep you any longer here. The weekend started. Thanks so much, everybody in the chat and everyone here on the panel. Carson, MM2K, Ninja Guy. We will see you all again real soon. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
See you next year, Stadia community.